Hello, my friends. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, wherever you're at in this big, beautiful country, in this big, wild world of ours. I hope you're having a blessed day. I want to do something today. I want to give you a quick update, and then I want to tell you something that happened to me back when I first got sick, that the Lord always takes care of you. He's always there for you no matter what. So I'm going to tell you that. But first, I'm in a little bit of a bind. I need prayer. The hospital that I used for chemo the last 10 years dropped me yesterday because there is no longer a doctor there that can give me the chemo that I need, because I have a very rare disease, so I have to have a specific drug, and there's not many doctors that do it. So now my doctor is now scrambling to find me a new infusion center to go to, one that will take my insurance, number one, and number two, has someone there that can facilitate me and give me the medicine that I need through my line. So anyways, I need prayer that gets done, and fast, because I am getting progressively worse, and I need prayer for that. So in the meantime, just please pray that the Lord opens a door and I can get in somewhere as soon as possible. Now, I say that to say this: God does work in mysterious ways, and I'm going to tell you a wonderful story. If you always think, or if you start thinking that, God's not answering your prayer, or you're being left to fend for yourself, you're not. Because in the end, what God ends up doing is always better for you than what you thought or what you could have done for yourself. So, that being said, back in the day when I was first diagnosed, I was told that I had a very extremely rare illness. 250,000 around the world is that happen. That seems like a lot of people, but when you think about how many billions of people are on this planet, 250,000 is nothing. That's my county. The county I live in is about that amount. So it's really, it's nothing. So there's not many doctors that treat that, as I told you just at the very beginning, with having a problem finding a new infusion center. So we prayed, and was getting worse, and I could not find a doctor. I ran into two problems. The first problem was, the main problem was, a doctor did not know about the illness, never heard of it, or if they had, wasn't to the capability of being able to treat it. And if I even got past that point, then it was an insurance problem. We don't take your insurance. So, I was really running into a brick wall, and I was getting really sick. I was dying, if you want to know the truth. I was getting bad. And my mother went to work, and the lady she worked for at the time, my mother was a nurse. She took care of elderly people. And this woman that she worked for years, she loved sitting on the computer, surfing the internet, reading articles. That was her thing. She would read just whatever, random stuff. That's what she liked to do. And so my mom one day told her, the illness I had, and how we can't find a doctor, that can treat me, and I'm getting really bad, and she was worried, and so forth and so on. So just in a casual conversation, she went home, my mother. The next day she comes back. The lady she took care of gives her a name of a doctor from Johns Hopkins Hospital, which is like probably the most renowned hospital in the United States of America, if not one in the whole world. So this doctor, now here's where I'm going to tell you God works in mysterious ways, and he's always taking care of you. The doctor she found for me is the main doctor on this earth that treats that. He goes all over the world and gives seminars and talks to other doctors and says, if you have patients that ever come in that's diagnosed with this is how you got to do it. He set up the treatment before the year 2000. If you were diagnosed with what I had, it was a death sentence. There was nothing. They had drugs that could keep it at bay for a little while, but eventually it overtook your body. That was it. This doctor is the one that came up with the chemo route. Somehow, and I never asked him, I think I probably should ask him, how he was able to figure out that a drug for lymphoma, when you go and you get cancer, it's not a good cancer, the drug they give you at the chemo center, he somehow found out, or tried it, or whatever you want to call it, but found out that this drug works. It doesn't cure you. There's no cure unless God heals you and delivers you, but it puts you in remission, which is a blessing. When you're sick like this and you get worse, it's a blessing, believe me. So he found that out. This was the main guy, just so happened to be involved. The main man on this earth just so happened to be 30 minutes from my house. Now that's wonderful within itself. It gets even better. When we called, he didn't take my insurance. Shocker. You know, I ran into that all the time, as I've told you. He didn't take my insurance. But tell me how many doctors would do this. Told me to come in anyways, because he knew, you know, not only how long I'd had it, because I had told him, he knew I was in bad shape. I'd had no medicine for it, not even the other stuff that would just, you know, buy you time. I didn't even have that. Had nothing for 4 months for this illness. So I went into his office and I was in terrible shape. I was dying. And, you know, he even would tell you. And so he said, you know what? I don't take your insurance, but here's what I'm going to do. Whatever your copay is for specialists, that time it was $40. I'll see you forever. I don't care about your insurance. Just whatever your copay is, pay it at the front desk like you would if you went and seen a specialist anyways. And that's that. So for over 10 years, I've been going to him and paying him just the copay off the back of my card. 1 year it might be 40, might be 45, and it's gone up to 50, might gone back to 40. So whatever it says is all I pay that man. Now, you know many doctors that'll do that? I don't. I surely don't know many, if any, that'll do that. But he saved my life, and I believe that God used my mother's, she's passed away now, my mother's former boss used her to find this doctor and get me to him, get a phone number and get me to him. And that man saved my life. And I've told that doctor to his face many times, thank you for saving my life, because he did. And I believe wholeheartedly the Lord opened that door for that doctor to open his heart to let me into his practice without taking my insurance. And he sent me to chemo. Well, first he put me on the drugs I should have been on and sent me to chemo, and after a long battle I got in remission, and I felt absolutely wonderful for the first time in a long time. And about every 3 or so years I fall out of remission and we have to go back to chemo. It puts you back in remission. The thing is, with what's going on now, if you wait too long, when you get to the point that I'm at, when you've fallen out of remission and weeks go by and then a month goes by and then 2 months and 6 months, the longer it takes, the bigger chance that it'll go turn on your organs and shut your organs down, your liver, your kidneys, so forth and so on. The longer it does that, the more chance that you're going to not make it. So it's really a big deal that I get into chemo as soon as possible, because it is dangerous for me to be as I say, dangling out here with no treatment. And yesterday was a big blow. I was really, really distraught when I got the call from the hospital saying that they can't treat me anymore after 10 years. Because the doctor had already sent the orders over, just to what chemo I needed, how much I needed, blah, 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 the routine thing. I was getting ready to go get the line put in, getting ready to go. And now it's all been put on hold. And now they got to find me another place. So I need prayer. But I wanted to tell you that story. If you're going through any type of, battle, if you have any type of anything that you're going through right now, apologize for that. If you're going through anything, listen, don't hesitate to call upon God. You don't have to know some fancy prayer. You don't have to do some ritual. You don't have to have beads or statues of this, or you don't have to. Just ask the Lord. Prayer is simply talking to the Lord. That's it. Just as I'm doing now. I talk to the Lord all the time, every day. Lord, I really need help with this, or I need guidance, whatever. Yesterday I was really upset and I was aggravated after getting that call, because I was really geared up to go ahead and go through this, because it's rough when I go through that chemo. It's not fun. It's very, and the weaker I am, the worse it is on my body. So by the time I get there, I don't even know. So I was really, really having a bad day, and I called upon the Lord to calm me, to calm my spirit, to give me the patience, because I sometimes have a very, very, very lack of patience, very, very short fuse. And we're human. It's something I have to work on, and something I will continue to work on. But anyways, I wanted to tell you that because I thought, one, it's fascinating how God works, and number two, I know there's a lot of Christian different types of Christian religions out there in this world. And some don't believe going to doctors, and some don't believe going to a hospital. Some don't believe getting blood transfusions. There's all different types. My church does not believe that. I believe, is my church, that God gave men and women the intelligence up here in their noodle to be able to practice medicine, to study the anatomy of a human being, to know the blood vessels, the nerves, the veins, how the heart works, everything. I believe God gave man the ability. We all don't have that ability. I can't be a doctor. Not that I couldn't try, I just don't have that aptitude. It's not that I'm not smart. I'm smart in other things like music. I play a myriad of different instruments, and I know doctors can't. So it's just whatever your thing is. But I have no problem going to the hospital, because I think God uses doctors as He uses anything in a mysterious way. Remember, the Bible says God will use anyone to get the job done that He wants done. He'll use anyone. He'll use anyone. You don't have to be saved. He'll use anyone to get what He needs to get done and accomplished, and it will get accomplished. So don't give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever, ever, ever give up. Always realize God's there. He's waiting for you to call upon Him. That's the thing. You need to call upon Him. That's all I got for you, because my phone's starting to go wacky. God bless everybody. Have a good day today. And subscribe. Hit the like button. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.